за одним зарядом. Вы, блядь, Диан!
Ukraine struck the Primorsko-Akhtarsk airfield in Russia's Krasnodar Krai with drones overnight, the General Staff reported. Confirmed hit and explosions in the target area. A fire has broken out. The results of the hit are being clarified, the statement reads. The airfield, located 230 kilometers, 142 miles, from the front line, is a key launch site for Russian Shahed-Type drones used against Ukraine, the General Staff said, adding it also serves as a storage, training, and maintenance facility for aircraft operating in Zaporizhzhia and Kherson oblasts. Russian local telegram channels reported explosions near the airfield following the strike. Strikes on the facilities involved in ensuring Russia's armed aggression against Ukraine and terrorizing the civilian population will continue, the General Staff added. Since the fall of 2022, Russia has launched thousands of Iranian-designed Shahed drones from Primorsko-Akhtarsk, targeting Ukrainian cities and infrastructure.
Опять летит.
Russian Volgograd is also receiving drones tonight. The residents are thrilled.
Право, вот это наша ложка, она прям выпускает один за одним заряды. Вы, блядь, Диан!
Directly as a result of January 29th Ukrainian drone strikes on the Sybursk-Stovo petrochemical plant, cost of PVC products will now go up by around 20% across the board. This includes window frames, pipes, upholstery, vinyl flooring, bottles, packaging, and much more. Russians don't understand why. 6 months after the start of the special operation in the Kursk zone, the issue still hasn't been resolved. Tomorrow marks exactly 6 months since the Ukrainian armed forces invaded Kursk Oblast. The enemy still occupies a significant territory of Kursk Oblast, including the regional center of Sudzha. For me personally, this situation is completely inexplicable. I don't have the slightest logical explanation for what is happening. The two most important questions for me are how and why. How did this become possible? And why has this issue not been closed yet? Aviation of the 40th Tactical Aviation Brigade strikes a Russian position with an AASM hammer bomb. The AASM hammer is a French precision-guided munition developed by Safran Electronics and Defense. It is designed to enhance the effectiveness of standard unguided bombs by adding guidance and extended range capabilities. The system is modular, meaning it can be fitted with different guidance and propulsion kits depending on mission requirements. Seems that the Russian army has reached a new, qualitatively different stage of development, one that Putin had been promising. Due to a shortage of military equipment, the use of animal-drawn transport has increased, particularly donkeys, for transporting ammunition and performing other tasks. Quite likely, we'll soon be witnessing full-on meat assaults on donkeys instead of BMPs. The riders might even be armed with crossbows or, at the very least, slings. It's hard to find the words. They're clearly gearing up for World War III.
Новое секретное оружие Великой Российской армии. Лютый зверь подкрадывается незаметно к украинским петухам. Людей не бойся, Анзор, Анзор. Анзором кличут. Не знаю почему. Не знаю. Зверюшка. Зверюшка. Зверюшечка. Да я добрый, не переживай.
Ukrainian Armed Forces Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky plans to form new corps by using the most effective combat brigades as their basis. Kyiv Post newspaper sources have provided details of the new reform of the Ukrainian Defense Forces. On Monday, it became known that frontline formations will be transformed into corps-level command groups, each based on the best-performing brigades. The restructuring orders have already been issued, and the headquarters of the 6th Corps will assume direct control of the frontline sectors. Each corps will consist of 5 combat brigades totaling 12 to 15,000 personnel and about 700 to 900 pieces of heavy equipment such as tanks, armored personnel carriers, and artillery. Every corps will have specific responsibilities and will include artillery, air defense, intelligence, electronic warfare, and support units. According to the charter, the armed forces of Ukraine include the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th Army Corps, the 7th Air Assault Corps, and the 30th Marine Corps. Prior to the reform announced by Syrskyi, the primary role of their headquarters was administration and support. According to Syrskyi, each of the new corps will be combat-ready. The combined arms units, created on the basis of existing brigades with soldiers and officers with more than 3 years of service, will become separate tactical formations. This decision seems to reverse the previous policy of the Ukrainian armed forces, which focused on promoting professional officers with extensive service records, rather than commanders from lesser-known units or even civilians who gained experience as combat leaders. On Monday, an Azov officer confirmed to the Kiev Post that the unit would serve as the basis for the new corps' command. He said it is planned to reinforce it with powerful artillery, reconnaissance, and radio units, but it will likely take months before Azov becomes a full-fledged corps. The commander of the 3rd Assault Brigade, Andriy Beletsky, confirmed to the Kiev Post that it would also form the basis of the new corps. The 13th Brigade of the National Guard Khartia, which started the war as an armed formation of civilian volunteers from Kharkiv, will also become the basis of the new corps. A Ukrainian Navy Marine officer confirmed to the Kiev Post that the new 30th Corps will be formed by merging 4 existing Marine brigades, the 35th, 36th, 37th, and 38th, and reinforcing them with support units and an expanded headquarters. Reportedly, the 7th Rapid Reaction Corps of the airborne troops will be administratively divided into 2 combat-ready corps. Currently, the honorary name Airborne Assault is given to selected regular Army units with higher selection standards and a more professional command structure, although its soldiers are not trained paratroopers. 6 of them, the 46th, 79th, 80th, 81st, 82nd, and 83rd, 95th, have the same outstanding combat experience as the 92nd Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces and the 12th and 13th Mechanized Brigades of the National Guard. On Tuesday, Ukrayinska Pravda quoted a January 11th order from the General Staff that a total of 50,000 soldiers from other branches of the military will be transferred to the Army as part of a plan to create corps units. The main goal is to provide the Corps with enough personnel to be able to rotate on the front line.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.